Break up. Hold on. Touch me. Hold on. Break up. Hold on. Gotta go up there to the front. Hold on. Because I will air you. Go ahead. Hold on. You want me to air you or what? You want me to air you or what?
Don't do that.
You want me to do this or what?
Don't do that.
Let my hand go.
No, it's okay, please.
Get off my hand.
I'm not
Girl,
I'm not trying.
get off me, side. I ain't done. I'm done talking. Let's get crazy.
I'm not trying to get aggressive.
Get off my head.
I'm not trying to get aggressive with you. I just don't want no issue.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Okay. We're literally almost at the house.
Don't ever bring me about no bus. I don't like that in your life, bro. So, oh God. I'm far from drunk. Okay. I'm far from. Can you let me go, bro? I'm not doing shit. I'm not even doing shit. Let me go.
I'm not.
How, Gigi? How? You said what I said in your mouth. Oh, so you finna leave with these? Even tell them. Oh, you went up. You went up. Dummy. One. Go. Let my hand go, bro. She want me to talk, but she want to keep right. No, you're with us. You want to let me talk? I'm not going to argue with her. Let me talk. You heard what I said. Let me talk. You're going to let me talk? You're going to let me talk? Okay. First of all, if you're got outside the club, you're like, oh, you're being a groupie. You're being a groupie. Far from groupie. Because oh, stop. Don't ever play with me. Acting like I'm me back.
Oh. Oh. Get out the car. You gotta get out the car now.
Oh my God, like why the would you do that? Girl.
Gary, get in the car. Gary, get in the car! Get it!
Give me my purse. Give me my phone. My purse is in here. Like why the would you do that? Give me my phone.
Here's your phone. Here's your phone. Here's your phone. Here's your phone.
My phone is right.
Okay. Goodbye.
This is Glattis Yvette Borsella, a 28-year-old mother of three from Miami, Florida, who was found shot dead in the back of an Uber on her way home, just moments after a woman invited her out to a party. The video footage you just saw captured the moment Glattis and a group of friends entered the Uber in the early hours of July 23, 2022. However, just a few minutes later, what started as a night out would escalate into a tragedy. Glattis was shot dead inside the Uber by the same person who had invited her out, in the presence of over 5 people. Chillingly, the witnesses would all flee the scene, leaving Glattis's lifeless body in the vehicle. But before we get to the haunting footage that shows Glattis's life being taken by her killer, let me take you back to where this all began. Glattis Yvette Borsella was a vibrant 28-year-old woman from Miami, Florida, who touched the lives of everyone around her with her infectious smile and lively personality. She was known not only for her beauty, but for her magnetic energy that made people feel welcomed and valued. In every room she entered, Glattis brought a sense of joy and warmth that left a lasting impression. Glattis was much more than just a pretty face. She was an entrepreneur, a talented dancer, and a woman who lived her life to the fullest. From teaching dance to performing at local venues, she was passionate about expressing herself through movement. But beyond her artistic pursuits, Glattis was first and foremost a dedicated and loving mother. She had 3 young children, and they were the center of her world. Her family often described her as the pillar of their lives. For Glattis, her children were her greatest motivation, and every decision she made was centered on providing a better life for them. Her selfless devotion to her kids was a defining trait. Despite her busy schedule juggling multiple roles, she made sure to give them the love, attention, and stability they needed. Glattis's children were not just her priority, they were the reason she worked tirelessly and chased her dreams. She wanted to show them that hard work and determination could turn dreams into reality. However, professionally, Glattis wore many hats. She ran her own businesses, including a career in dance and entertainment. Her talents on stage were undeniable, and she worked hard to create opportunities for herself and her family. To supplement her income, she also turned to social media platforms like OnlyFans, where she shared her personal journey and connected with her audience. Glattis had big aspirations, dreams of success in the beauty industry, and a career that would not only provide for her children, but also allow her to pursue her passions and create a lasting legacy. But tragically, Glattis's life was cut short before she could achieve all the dreams she had worked so hard for. In addition to her family, Glattis had a deep connection to her community. She was a nurturing figure who always put others first. Whether it was offering support to a friend in need or brightening someone's day with a smile, Glattis's caring and selfless nature made her beloved by everyone who knew her. She was the type of person who would go out of her way to help others without expecting anything in return. This generosity was something that everyone around her admired, including a particular friend who would chillingly be at the center of the tragedy that led to her death. 24-year-old Natalia and Glattis Yvette Borsella had been close friends for a while, bonding over their shared love for nightlife and socializing. Both women were often seen at parties, living in the moment and enjoying the energy of Miami's vibrant scene. That was until a fallout, one that would tragically only be settled with a gun and a bullet. It all started on the night of July 23, 2022. Like many nights before, Glattis was out with her friends enjoying the vibrant nightlife of Miami. She had been invited to a party by Natalia. However, the night would soon take a dark turn. At the party, things began to unravel when a group of men at the venue started showing more interest in Glattis than Natalia. While it may have seemed harmless at first, the jealousy that had been quietly brewing between the two women finally erupted. Natalia became upset with Glattis for attracting attention from the men, a situation that would soon escalate beyond control. The tension between the two friends, which had been simmering for some time, reached a breaking point. It wasn't just a matter of men vying for attention. It was deep-rooted insecurities, misunderstandings, and a lack of communication made the night spiral out of control. After the party ended, the group decided to head to another location. They ordered an Uber to transport them from South Beach to downtown Miami. What started as a simple ride between friends quickly descended into a violent confrontation. As the group settled into the car, a feeling of unease hung in the air, but no one could have predicted the horror that was about to unfold. Inside the Uber, the argument between Glattis and Natalia grew more heated. A camera inside the Uber captured the whole incident. Witnesses later described the tension inside the vehicle, with the two women calling each other names and verbally attacking one another. The once close friends had now crossed a line, and there was no turning back. Then, in an instant, the unthinkable happened. According to a witness in the car, Natalia suddenly shouted, "You don't want this," before pulling out a black gun from her purse. Without any warning, Natalia fired a single shot, point blank, at Glattis, who was sitting in the back of the car. The violence, which had been building throughout the night, exploded in that split second, and Glattis, caught completely off guard, was struck.
Hold on. First up. Hold on. Go up there to the front. Hold on. Because I will air you. Go ahead. Hold on. You want me to air you? You want me to air you?
Don't do that.
You want me to do this or what?
Don't do that.
Let my hand go.
No, it's okay, please.
Get off my hand.
I'm not
Girl,
I'm not trying.
get off me, side. I ain't done. I'm done talking. Let's get crazy.
I'm not trying to get aggressive.
Get off my head.
I'm not trying to get aggressive with you. I just don't want no issue.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
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 We were literally almost at the house.
Don't ever bring me about no bus or something like that again in your life, bro. So, oh God. I'm far from drunk. Okay. I'm far from drunk. Can you let me go, bro? I'm not doing shit. I'm not even doing shit. Let me go. Hi, Gigi. Hi. You said, what I said in your mouth. Oh, so you finna leave with these even tell them. Hi, you went up. You went up. Dummy. One. Let my hand go, bro. She want me to talk, but she want to keep right. You're with us. You want to let me talk? I'm not going to argue with her. You want to let me talk? You heard what I said. You want to let me talk? You want to let me talk? Okay. First of all, if you got outside the club, you were like, oh, you're being a groupie. You're being a groupie. Far from because I stop. Don't ever play with me. Acting like me back.
The Uber driver, terrified, stopped the vehicle immediately. As panic set in, the other passengers, including Natalia, could be seen scrambling to flee the scene. 6 people exited the vehicle, leaving Glattis behind, mortally wounded and fighting for her life. Natalia and the others fled the area, leaving behind a crime scene that would haunt everyone involved. The once friendship between Glattis and Natalia had culminated in a tragic and senseless act of violence, changing the lives of everyone present that night forever.
Oh, come on, get out the car. You gotta get out the car now.
Oh my God, like why the would you do that? Girl.
Gary, get in the car. Gary, get in the car! Get it!
Give me my purse. Give me my phone. My purse is in here. Like why the would you do that? Give me my phone.
Here's your phone. Here's your phone. Here's your phone. Here's your phone.
My phone is right here.
Okay. Goodbye.
The gunshot that marked the end of Glattis's life also marked the beginning of a legal and emotional battle that would echo through the lives of those who loved her. The Miami Police Department was called to the scene after receiving reports of gunshots coming from the area of Southeast 1st Street near South Miami Avenue. When officers arrived, they found Glattis inside the Uber with a gunshot wound to the head. Despite efforts by first responders to save her, Glattis was pronounced dead at the scene.
We heard inside of the vehicle. The driver immediately stopped the vehicle and 6 individuals exited the vehicle except the victim who was shot. City of Miami Fire Rescue did respond on scene and transported that victim to Jackson Memorial Hospital, where unfortunately she succumbed to her injuries.
As investigators began piecing together the details of the night's events, the witnesses who had been in the Uber gave conflicting accounts of what transpired. One witness told authorities that Natalia and some of her friends were at a bar on South Beach when a few men from their group asked if anyone knew a woman who might want to join them. The woman showed the men a social media account belonging to Glattis, and they then invited her to come along. Glattis met them at another bar in downtown Miami. However, tensions would begin to rise. Natalia reportedly became upset after Glattis started drinking and dancing. According to the witness, Natalia sent a text asking her to get her girl under control. The situation continued to escalate, with Natalia's frustration growing over Glattis's behavior, with her thinking Glattis wanted to outshine her. During the ride, some mentioned the escalating argument between the two women, while others described a tense atmosphere in the car just moments before the shooting. The argument seemed to escalate quickly, with Natalia becoming visibly agitated. One of the passengers in the front seat reportedly tried to de-escalate the situation but was unsuccessful. Then, what happened next was chilling. In a moment of rage and jealousy, Natalia pulled out a gun from her purse and fired a single shot at Glattis, who was sitting in the back of the car. The violence, which had been building throughout the night, exploded in that split second, and Glattis, caught completely off guard, was struck. The Uber driver, understandably in shock, stopped the vehicle immediately. As panic set in, the other passengers, including Natalia, could be seen scrambling to flee the scene. 6 people exited the vehicle, leaving Glattis behind, mortally wounded and fighting for her life. Natalia and the others fled the area, leaving behind a crime scene that would haunt everyone involved. The once friendship between Glattis and Natalia had culminated in a tragic and senseless act of violence, changing the lives of everyone present that night forever. The gunshot that marked the end of Glattis's life also marked the beginning of a legal and emotional battle that would echo through the lives of those who loved her.
It was love. As many people here showing it right here in this spot right now. Her kids do miss her.
Miami police quickly learned that Glattis and Natalia were not just acquaintances, but close friends, making the circumstances even more troubling. Investigators immediately began their search for Natalia. The details surrounding her death were shocking and confusing, especially given that the shooter was someone who had once been considered a close friend.
Shooting in Miami has turned deadly now. It happened around 2:30 this morning on Southeast 1st Street, right near South Miami Avenue. Miami police telling us they responded to the scene after getting word that somebody had been shot. When they arrived, they found a woman in her 20s.
Natalia's actions that night raised questions about what could have driven her to such a violent act. Miami-Dade police were able to obtain crucial evidence from several sources. First, witness statements from other people who were in the Uber, surveillance footage from the area, and most importantly, the footage from the Uber. By the following morning, police had issued an arrest warrant for Natalia. Natalia wouldn't wait for the police to come to her. On July 26, 2022, she turned herself in, acknowledging that she had pulled the trigger on Glattis. She was charged with second-degree murder in connection with the killing. The police, upon arresting Natalia, found that she was 6 weeks pregnant at the time of the shooting, which added another layer to the case. Glattis's killer may have been arrested, but the court drama was far from over. In the aftermath of the shooting, the community was left in shock. Many in the neighborhood expressed their disbelief, noting that something like this was extremely rare in such a vibrant and typically safe area of Miami. The senseless nature of the crime left many questioning how a friendship could turn so violently so quickly.
We love her. We're always going to love her forever.
Family and friends of 28-year-old Glattis Porcella holding a vigil Wednesday in the spot where she was shot and killed inside an Uber while in downtown Miami Saturday.
Natalia's defense attorney, however, argued that her client had acted out of fear, claiming that Glattis had lunged at her before the shooting. However, the prosecution, led by the state's attorneys, quickly countered this claim. They pointed out the clear disparity in the situation. One woman was armed with a gun, while the other had nothing but words to defend herself. The case quickly turned into a legal battle over the extent of Natalia's responsibility for the death of her friend. The prosecution presented evidence of Natalia's actions, pulling out a gun from her purse and firing a single shot at point blank, killing Glattis instantly. Video footage from the Uber, which was key in providing a clear timeline of the tragic events, showed the argument escalating between the two women.
I'm not going to argue with her. Let me talk. You heard what I said. You're going to be talk. Okay. First of all, if you got outside the club, you were like, oh, you're being a groupie. You're being a groupie. Far from groupie. Until the oh, stop. Don't ever play with me.
However, it also revealed that there was no immediate physical altercation that would have warranted such a violent response. Natalia's actions were deliberate, not a mere reflex in a moment of fear. The prosecution also presented a chilling piece of evidence: witness statements from the other passengers in the Uber who described the scene and confirmed that there had been no prior threat of violence from Glattis. The Uber driver, who was also a crucial witness, confirmed that he had heard the heated argument but did not witness any physical confrontation. He recounted how, after the shot was fired, the passengers immediately fled the scene, leaving Glattis's lifeless body behind.
Get out the car. You gotta get out the car now.
Oh my God, like why the would you do that? Girl.
Gary, get in the car. Gary, get in the car! Get it!
Give me my purse. Give me my phone, not purse in here. Like why the would you do that? Give me my phone.
Your phone. Here's your phone. Here's your phone. Here's your phone.
My phone is right.
Okay.
The severity of the crime, taking someone's life over an argument, made it clear that this wasn't an impulsive act of self-defense, but rather a calculated decision driven by jealousy and resentment. Despite her surrender, what happened after her arrest created more controversy. In a shocking move, Natalia's defense team filed a petition for her release, citing that she was pregnant. They argued that the unborn child's constitutional rights had been violated by her continued incarceration, and that the child deserved to receive proper medical care, which they claimed was not being provided to Natalia in jail. Her defense attorney, William Norris, went so far as to argue that the unborn child had a right to be released from jail and that the pregnancy should be a key factor in determining Natalia's bond.
So now at 11 o'clock, does an unborn child deserve to be in jail for the crimes the mother is accused of committing? It's a very unusual case that we first brought to you last night.
A pregnant woman in jail accused of murder now wants to get out. The father hired an attorney for the unborn child, claiming the baby is innocent and should be released.
O'Brien hired attorney William Norris on behalf of the unborn child. Norris filed this petition, which states the unborn child seeks immediate release from custody to receive necessary immediate medical care and to be free from unlawful and illegal detention.
An unborn child is a person. The person has constitutional rights, and one of them is the right not to be deprived of liberty without due process of law.
That's right. I spoke with that father who says that he only has one goal, which is doing what is best for his unborn baby. He says that keeping the mother in jail would be a violation of the child's rights.
Obviously, I have concern for the health and well-being of my baby.
Michael O'Brien says he's like any other expecting father, concerned about his baby on the way.
I don't want the baby to be born prematurely or low birth weight.
His fears stemming from the fact that the mother of his child, Natalia Harold, is in jail, charged with second-degree murder. The 24-year-old is accused of shooting and killing Glattis during an argument in an Uber in July. She pleaded not guilty. The father argues his unborn child shouldn't be punished.
This person is unlawfully incarcerated.
This argument sparked public outrage, especially among those who were mourning the loss of Glattis, including her family. Her mother, in particular, was furious. In response to the petition, she took to social media demanding justice for her daughter's murder.
You want justice. She took my daughter. She left 3 small babies behind. She needs to serve some time. She needs to do life.
I'm gonna let you know, a mother's cry or a mother's tears shouldn't be messed with.
As of the time of uploading this video, Natalia has been held at the Miami-Dade jail without bond since July 2022. She is facing a maximum sentence of life in prison, along with a potential $110,000 fine. Natalia remains incarcerated as she awaits her trial. The Borsella family was left reeling from the shocking murder of Glattis. Her mother, sister, and other close family members could not understand why this tragedy occurred. Glattis's family expressed their devastation and confusion in the aftermath of the murder. They were particularly shaken by the fact that Glattis had been killed by someone she considered a friend, someone she had spent time with and trusted. The community in Miami, particularly those who knew Glattis personally, were also left in shock. As news of the crime spread, many expressed disbelief that such a violent act could have come from a close friendship.
A lot of people that is not familiar faces, but they came and they showed my sister love. That's what matters. And that's all that matters. No one came here
on any type of grudge. Took my daughter. She left 3 small babies behind. Like, she needs to serve some time. She needs to do life.
Wednesday's vigil, a celebration of Borsella's life and legacy.
She was loved. As many people here showing it right here in this spot right now. Her kids do miss her.
Glattis was known as a loving mother and a hard-working woman who had always made sure to put her children and her family first. Her tragic death left a void in the hearts of many, especially those who were closest to her. A candlelight vigil was held in memory of Glattis, and hundreds of people gathered to pay their respects. The vigil took place at the scene of the crime, where family and friends spoke about the impact Glattis had on their lives. Her mother said that Glattis was her angel, someone who gave her strength and joy, someone who made everyone feel special. Family members and close friends shared fond memories of Glattis, and it became clear that she was a beloved member of the community. Her untimely death left her children without a mother, and it left her family and friends with unanswered questions. The public outcry continued as Glattis's family and community pushed for justice. They expressed their frustration at the seemingly slow progress of the case and their dismay that Natalia had not yet been fully held accountable for her actions. They wanted to know why a night out with friends could turn into such a brutal and senseless killing. Glattis's family called for Natalia to be held responsible and for justice to be served. They were adamant that no one, especially someone who had been so close to Glattis, should ever be allowed to take another person's life in such a cruel and thoughtless manner. Glattis's sister spoke to the press, saying that the family was relying on the justice system to make sure that the person responsible for her sister's death would pay for her actions.
A lot of people that is not familiar faces, but they came and they showed my sister love. That's what matters. And that's all that matters. No one came here on any type of grudge.
A GoFundMe was created by Glattis's family to help cover the costs of her funeral arrangements and provide support for her 3 young children during this incredibly difficult time. As Natalia's trial approached, the families of both women were left to confront the realities of what happened. A night that had started innocently enough turned into one of the most tragic events of their lives. Glattis had been a loving mother, a devoted daughter, and a friend to many. Her untimely death was a stark reminder of the fragility of life and the dangers that lurk in the most trusted relationships. For Glattis's children, the loss of her mother would leave an indelible scar. They would grow up without the love and guidance of the woman who had been their rock. As the case concluded, the community continued to honor her memory, pledging to support her children and ensure that they knew her mother's legacy, her love, her strength, and her determination. What do you think about it? Let us know in the comments below. And if you found this story intriguing, please like, share, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories like this one.